My name's Andrew Wilson. I'm the head of EA Sports.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So you have all these new franchises that come in through, and older franchises brought through into the kind of 21st century. What about Tiger Woods? I mean, the sales have been dwindling over the years. Is that maybe an argument against the yearly iteration model?
I think we're always looking at the best way to deliver new experiences to our consumers. When I look at Tiger this year, we had Connect, a great Connect implementation this year that really changed the way you play the game. I think it was the biggest swing overhaul we had had in probably a decade. I think when you take country clubs as a concept where you get to play every DLC course for free, when you think about the cross-platform play where we set you a challenge to achieve 20 birdies on Augusta today, but you can do that on your mobile phone, PC, Facebook or console. I think we're innovating there and we're driving a new type of experience around golf. So I think we're always evaluating at the right cadence to release products and release new experiences, but we're very happy with what the team's been able to achieve, and I think this year's Tiger Woods game is the best we've ever made.
But from a sales perspective, it maybe didn't sell as well as years gone by. Do you think that's due to the popularity of golf or maybe the popularity of Tiger himself? Would you ever imagine a golf game for yourselves without Tiger?
Well, I think it's very early. I mean, we only launched the game a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know that we know yet what the sales are. What I can say is I think they've been very strong. I think golf continues to be popular. We have a tremendous relationship with Tiger, but also with great up-and-coming golfers like Rory McIlroy, who is, making a name for himself on the PGA and the European Tour. So, I think golf is a real opportunity for us moving forward, and I think we'll continue to listen to consumers and listen to feedback to build the best and most innovative experience we can.
Are there any other sports that you're looking into covering? I mean, baseball was one that you used to do many a year ago. Is that there, or is it maybe not popular enough as a kind of a worldwide sale?
No, listen, we're sports people. We're sports guys. We love sport. I grew up in Australia where you watch everything because, that's just what you do. It's kind of in our culture. And so we're always looking at baseball. I'm always looking at fighting. I'm looking at surfing. I'm looking at rugby. I'm looking at cricket. We're always looking at these things. With that said, as a company, we've decided to focus on fewer, bigger bets. And it's that focus that's allowed us to deliver things like FIFA 12 with EA Sports Football Club, with FIFA Ultimate Team, with Euro, with a live service that delivers you challenges every week. It's that focus that's allowed us to deliver Madden Ultimate Team, that focus that's allowed us to deliver cross-play in Tiger Woods PGA Tour, where you can play the game on any platform and have it add up and be valuable and none of your time is wasted. So while we're always looking, at the same time, it's that focus that's truly allowed us to innovate and deliver quality and service and connectivity to the next level.
You guys are essentially the king of licenses.
Wow, that's quite a title.
Well, it is. I mean, every sports license you effectively got, except for maybe the UFC. Are you working on maybe trying to get the UFC guys over to you? I mean, your EA Sports MMA title came out of nowhere and did pretty well. Mm-hmm. Is that something that you're looking at, or you're just trying to make it on its own with that individual title?
UFC is held as a license by another company, and my understanding is they hold that for some time yet. So I'm not sure that that's an opportunity. Let me tell you, I'm a big mixed martial arts fan. I grew up training, I competed at a national level in martial arts growing up. I train jiu-jitsu now with the Gracie family. Have been watching UFC since 1992. So should that opportunity arise, we would absolutely look at it. But I don't think it's available to us yet.
Yeah. So are you comfortable releasing franchises like the big sports without the big kind of licenses?
Yeah, I think we are where it makes sense. Where we believe we can deliver a high quality experience that is surrounded by a service that makes it a dynamic experience that connects gamers with each other and with the sport. I think where those opportunities exist, we would do it. But again, authenticity forms such a core piece of our DNA that licensed content allows us to fulfill that.
So the NBA franchise has been away for a few years, and you're looking to reinvigorate and kind of throw it back out there to consumers this year. How are you planning to get it back on their radar?
I'm a firm believer in great games will always make it onto people's radars. I've said to a couple of people today, I played Madden and NHL in Australia growing up long before I even knew what American football or ice hockey was. For me, hockey was girls in skirts on grass. It had nothing to do with big men in pads beating the crap out of each other on the ice. So I'm a firm believer in that quality will win true. And when I think about how we envisage basketball as a quality experience surrounded by a service that's going to drive, a level of connection with gamers and a level of connection with gamers in the sport, as I look to the next 2 or 3 years, I think we're going to be in a strong position.
The 2K have had a good couple of years. Fairly easy with you guys, no competition. I mean, how do you compete with them and Michael Jordan?
For us, it's not about competing with them or competing with Michael Jordan. I think that, I'm a big Michael Jordan fan, and I really like the 2K game. But when we think about reinventing a sport, when we think about reimagining a sport like we did with FIFA, like we did with NHL, like we did most recently with SSX and FIFA Street, our starting point isn't what is someone else in the market doing. Our starting point is, what do we think the most innovative way to play that game is? And what do we think people will be doing 3 years from now? And how do we get from where we are today to where we think they're going to be 3 years from now? And we start to build on that cadence. If we were bound by what's already available, we'd kind of hamstring ourselves. So, FIFA, when we started building that game, we said, not what is our competitor doing, not what are other people in the market doing, but what do we think the future of football looks like? How do we think people are going to play soccer games, football games, 3 years from now? We think they're going to play as one person. We think they're going to play, as one person online with 10 other people against their friends. It was this dream we had around the future. And I think, we're approaching NBA the same way.
How hard is it to plan for the future? It's not something you can really plan for because things change all the time, right?
Yes, and even quicker these days. So it gets harder and harder. And for us, the way we see it now is we're less focused on individual pieces and more focused on a macro experience we're trying to deliver to the consumer. And we're trying to build infrastructure and architecture and an organizational construct that allows us to move at web speed. In the world of Facebook and Twitter, everything moves much, much faster than it did even 3 years ago. And so by an evolution or even a revolution in our infrastructure, our investment structure, our organizational structure, I believe we're prepared to move quick enough to stay ahead and continue to deliver, innovative games and services to our consumers that kind of connect them better than just about any other brand can in our industry or in sport for that matter.
So in recent years, we've had the motion controllers come through, and there's rumour of new consoles next year. What is the kind of the future for EA Sports there?
I think it's really built around 3 things. And it's really independent of what hardware comes available. Because I think hardware is going to continue to change. We were 3 pieces of hardware, then we're 5. I think this year we're 13. As I look forward, my fridge, I'm going to be able to play games on my fridge. I'm going to have a 3D hologram that comes up through my living room floor. So, this is not just about technology, but it's about 3 things. It's about, 1, quality. And quality for us is innovation and polish. Innovation, changing the way you play, and polish, eliminating the frustrations in the game, getting rid of the things that annoy you. And then it's going to be about moving from product to service, building experiences that change as you play, things with dynamic content on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that make sure that is always fresh and always rich and always engaging for you year in, year out. And then lastly, we want to be the most connecting brand in sports or games. We believe we have a unique ability to connect your experience across platforms, to connect you to your club, one of the most powerful relationships you have, and connect you with other fans or rivals of your team in a true, enriched and engaging world. And I think when you take those 3 things, regardless of what hardware is available, quality, service, and being the most connecting brand in our industry are going to be the pillars in which we build experiences for, and are going to be a pretty good designator of where you see us go in the coming years.
EA Sports. It's in the game.